Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to show you how to run a repeated measures. So notice here I've got my celebrity. So this is person 1, 2, 3 through 8. This is the insect that they have, or their food item that they have consumed. And the numbers in here represent the time it took for them to throw up. Okay, so remember, this is repeated measures, so the same person number 1, consumes the stick insect, testicle, the eye, and the witchetty grub. Okay, so it's the same person measured multiple times. That means it's a repeated measures. Okay, so where you go is you're going to go up here to Analyze. You're going to go to General Linear Model. General Linear Model is going to give you the option to do repeated measures. Okay, and then it's going to bring up the screen and it's going to ask you within subject factor. So I always like to think of this as what is your independent variable, and you can name this whatever you want. It's the, if you measured 4 times, you could say time. In this case, we're just going to say animal. Okay, and how many times was this measured? Well, it was measured 4 times. All right, so your number of levels is going to be 4. So if you were measuring across time and you measured 6 months every month, then you would have months and then you would have 6. And you have to make sure that you click add, otherwise your define button doesn't show up. So I'm going to add that and then I'm going to click define. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I don't need celebrity, okay, because that's just the person. So I want to make sure that I include these variables, which are my 4 variables that I'm going to be looking at. And I'm going to move those over into there. Okay, so you have a couple of options here when you are running this. You can look at contrasts. So if I go to contrasts, and in this case, we are going to change our contrast. Instead of polynomial, we're going to change this to repeated. Okay, so basically your contrasts allow you to compare your different animals that you consumed and how quickly they throw up. But you have to click change. Make sure that you click change so that this changes to repeated. And then we're going to click continue. All right, so after you've done that, one of the other options that you need to do is you can do post hoc tests. Remember, post hoc tells you where the significant difference is. So one of the recommendations, you can use what's called EM means. So we're going to click on EM means and we're going to display the means for the animal. And we're going to move this over and we're going to compare main effects and we're going to use Bonferroni. All right, is our option that we're going to use. And we're going to go ahead and click continue. Now, if you go here and you click on options, you are going to get some of your descriptive information. So right here we want descriptors because we want to always go back to looking at our means, and we want parameter estimates, and we're going to click continue. So once all of that's taken, there's a lot of other options here, but those are the main ones that you want to look at, and we're going to click OK. And we're going to get various levels of output, which I will go over in the next few slides.